Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're gonna go ahead and do my everyday foundation routine, and it's gonna go ahead and cover how I do my everyday contour as well. It's very natural, as you can go ahead and see. It's nothing very dramatic. It definitely doesn't look muddy or anything, but it still gives me that chiseled kind of cheekbone that I'm looking for. So if you guys want to go ahead and see how I did this, then just stay tuned. Okay, so to start off, I already do have lip balm, and we're going to use the NYX PORE filler. I'm using this instead of my Benifit Professional because that one has been breaking me out, so I kind of put that in my makeup drawer and I brought this one out. And you want to make sure that you do have clean fingers when using your hands. I'm going to use the Loreal Infallible foundation. This is an okay foundation. It doesn't last too long, but I really do like it. I only like to use a little bit at a time because I want my skin to breathe, and I do want my skin showing. I don't want a complete cake face. That's not what I'm going for. So the foundation brush that I'm using is actually the one that I told you guys about on my Amazon finds. This is the flat Kabuki one, and I love this one. So amazing. I really do recommend these brushes. I will have them linked from the seller that I got them down below. It is, I think, $13 for a pack of 10, so I really do think it's worth it. Instead of spending money on e.l.f. Cosmetics, save that money and buy this brush set instead. They look really professional. They do have colorful ones as well if you want them for your own personal use. Next, I'm going to use this Maybelline stick concealer, and this one is in deep beige. It's in about a shade and a half lighter than my skin tone, and I'm going to apply it underneath my eyes and down the center of my forehead to bring out these features, and then I'm going to blend it in with my foundation brush. Note that if you want your highlight to actually stand out more, use a different sponge or another brush, or even your fingers, so that your highlight stands out a bit more. I'm going for more of a natural kind of look. Nothing too glam except for my eyeshadow, which, by the way, I do have a tutorial on if you guys are interested. So I am using my foundation brush because I do want it to be a little bit more natural. So once I'm done blending it out into my face, I like to go ahead and go in patting motions and just blend out the rest of the concealer. Next, I'm going to set everything with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This is the translucent one, and I like using a big fluffy brush. Once again, you want to go ahead and pat on the powder over my foundation because I don't want to mix everything. That is how you get cakiness. So pat it on first, and then once you've gotten everything covered, then you want to go ahead and swirl it into your face. This is going to help keep your contour looking really nice and keep it from sticking too harsh on certain parts of your face. And for under my eyes, I do go in with a smaller brush. No matter what I do, I always get creasing, but this really does help, and Luxie brushes are the best. And if you do have your eyeshadow on before, go ahead and just touch up your lower lash line because you can tend to get some foundation powder on your lashes. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you what I am using. This to your left is the contour brush that I will be using, and next to that I have my foundation brush. As you can see, they are both completely flat, and this one here is not. So you don't want to use the one that is not flat when it comes to contouring. I'm going to go ahead and use this one. It's a flat angled one, and I'm putting the product on the lower half of the brush only so that I can get that sharp line without it looking too harsh. This is going to help me control where the product is, and then having the upper half of the brush completely clean will help me blend out everything a lot easier. And you want to make sure not to go below that line because you'll just look completely muddy. So once again, I'm contouring my cheeks. I do have a round face, and I am trying to go for more of a heart-shaped look that just will bring more life to my face, kind of give my cheeks more height and accentuate my chin out just a little bit more. My forehead is on the smaller side, so I really don't do much, but you'll see right now. So once I get everything blended nicely, I just like to take any extra product on the brush and pat in anywhere where I think I may need more. And then as you see, I just put the bronzer in a little bit in my forehead, and I also get my jawline and blend it down. When you do contour your jawline, you want to make sure that you get the end of your jaw. Don't just get under it because it's going to look dirty. You want to go ahead and get your jawline and blend it down. So once I do that, I'm going to take any extra product that I have on my brush and just put it on the sides of my nose to bring it out, because you always do lose the shape of your nose when you put on foundation. And I'm also hitting the bottom of my lip. So I'm going to use the OFRA eyeshadow. This one is so amazing. I will obviously have links in the description box, and I like to put it on the height of my cheekbones, the height of my eyebrows, the center of my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. I do not get it anywhere on my forehead because I am oily, and as you can see, it creates a heart. So now I'm going to go ahead and blend it out. This right here is a Vasanti blush brush. I think this is in the number 7. And I like to use this just to go ahead and blend everything out. It's not too big, it's not too small, so it doesn't go everywhere, but it blends it out nicely to where it doesn't look like a streak of highlight that's on my face. Once again, I am not getting the center of my forehead because I am oily, and I have noticed that that really does make me greasy. But doing this will help achieve the heart shape that I am looking for, and it's not like if my face is going to turn into a heart or anything. It just looks more flattering. As you can see, my eyebrows look a lot higher and nothing looks streaky or anything like that. Use a big fluffy brush if you need to blend anything. So this Victoria's Secret bronzer I am using has shimmer to it, but it brings warmth to my face, and I love it. So I'm going to use the actual angled blush brush that is not flat. This right here is meant for bronzer and blush, and I'm only really hitting it to where I would put my blush and bronzer on, and any leftover product I'm just putting it over my temples, and that's it. I'm going to go ahead and blend that shit out. Normally I would definitely stop right here. I don't wear blush every day, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I'm going to take a peach blush because that's usually what I would go for, because I am in the medium kind of skin tone, and I am carefully dabbing it on my face and blending it back. I don't really do this a lot in the summer because I don't like it. So I'm going to go ahead and blend it out, and that is it, guys. That is my everyday foundation. That is how I contour on the everyday basis. Obviously, you can go more dramatic if you want to, but this is what I do on an everyday basis. As you can see, I have the sculpted cheekbones that I wanted. I look glowing but not too oily, and it was very, very easy to do. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave any comments down below. I always get back to you guys as fast as I can, and I will see you guys next time. I love you all. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're gonna go ahead and play with glitter. As you guys know, I have not played with glitter in quite some time. So I decided to go ahead and create another look. I wanted it to be easy to create. As you can see, it's definitely not a cut crease that will be coming in the future, but I wanted it to be very beginner friendly, and these products are very affordable. The eyeshadow palette is like $2, and the glitters I believe were about $6 for 6 of them. So I will have everything linked in the description box below. So if you guys are interested in seeing how